So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. A moment of great pride, the anthems. Well, that was impressive. Match that. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I'd love to see what the exciting Kaoru Mitoma will get up to, Peter. He's naturally left-sided. He likes to hug the touchline, play wide, and when he gets that opportunity just to isolate fullbacks, take them on, he can go left and right, and he's very clever as well at ghosting his way into the penalty box, undetected, and popping up with the odd goal.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. So off we go then. Endo. It's a Kura. Mitoma. Endo. Played out to the left flank. Ended up in no man's land. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. It's a Kura.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space. Has a goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Kubo. And he's intervened well there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Rondon. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, they can break here. Toma. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's found a way for Kubo!
Kubo really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Played into space out wide, and he's managed to get free. Chance to shoot! And he's taking no chances there. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
To make sure to put any litter in the bins.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Please welcome to the field our players.
There's the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Driving forward. Minamino. Always onto this. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He has found the way through. Toma. Great ball if he can get there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Attendance for this match was
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
550.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he was quick to react. And it's played forward. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
No luck with that dink over the top. And he was alert to it. And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Substitution for Japan, number 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 15, Canada. Number 19. Substitutions taking place.
Too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
Venezuela showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Hits one! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Kubo. Kamada. Dink through.
There'll be 3 minutes out of time.
Referee has just said play on. Arampuru. And time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And we rise now for the Japanese national anthem. Well, that was impressive. Match that. Japan have gone with what looks like 3-6-1, Jim Beglin. What do you think?
Well, in truth, this system can very quickly transform itself into 5-4-1. The widest midfielders will certainly operate as wing-backs once they have to defend, and so either way, this seems to be a move towards the conservative and prioritising a clean sheet, but it certainly doesn't take away from what they can achieve at the other end.
There's the whistle. Kubo. He can run onto that. He's in, surely! And the shot! Goal! Japan! And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Japan make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Pinches it off him. Kubo. And he welcomes it in. Mitoma! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And claimed it back swiftly.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mitoma. That pass has been well intercepted. No, he is not giving anything away. Mitoma. Now it's Minamino. Kubo. Oh, it's come loose. Now that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Endo. Minamino.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Over to the left.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Look at it. And the shot! And he hits the net with half-time at hand. Perfect timing. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Endo. And the first 45 minutes are up. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Japan have a free kick. Kubo. He's tried one! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Backward it goes.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and tries a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Aramburu. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Aramburu. Japan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Mitoma. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's a sharp pass.
Venezuela showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, super ball! Oh, he's been caught napping! This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Minamino. And that could set him on his way. He's got away. Hits one! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Cambio en Venezuela.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And he was quick to react. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. The action has already started. The shot! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Endo does really well to win the ball there. Rondon. Japan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Itakura. He's in here! And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Mitoma. Kubo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Minamino, who does have an assist to his name. And he's intervened well there. What a throw in.
Japan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
He's cut it out. Minamino.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's half-time here. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
Japan go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. And the action is back on the way.
Venezuela really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
It is a corner. Big header! They've scored! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Kubo. There they go, hunting in packs.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Duan and Kubo. Minamino.
La cantidad de espectadores de este
Cuts out
partido
the supply.
fue de 70.987.
Ball's gone out of play. Mitoma has found the net here, of course. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Duan. He's shifting through the gears here. Referee's given a throw. Japan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Venezuela really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's a promising position. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Venezuela desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very